What would you do if from the moment you were born, the world decided you were worthless? Less pay, less opportunity, and less respect, simply because of your gender. Hi, I'm Maulana. I'm a fisher student from University of Pajajaran, and I want to talk about gender equalities, specifically about women in Indonesia. So let's imagine working just as hard as your college, delivering the same result, yet earning 23% less just because you are a woman. Imagine studying for years, achieving the same qualification, but only receiving 59% of what your male counterpart earns. And this is not just an unfortunate statistic. I want to say that this is the reality for millions of Indonesian women. And today, I'm here to say that this must change. So let's see the statistic of the gender pay gap in Indonesia. Indonesia Gender Inequality Index or GII was 0.559 in 2022, showing slow progress. Then we are ranked 87th out of 146 countries in the Global Gender Gap report in 2023, climbing from 92nd place in the previous year. While this is an improvement, we still rank 6 out of 11 Asian countries. But what does this inequality looks like in real life? So a woman in Indonesia earns only 23% less than a man. Even with the same education level, a woman earns only 59.27% of a man's salary. And also in urban areas, men only earn an average of 3.5 million rupiah, while women only earn about 2.7 million rupiah. And this is not just a woman issue, it is basically an economic issue. It is a national issue and it is also a moral issue. So what is actually the cause of these gender inequalities? Surprisingly, gender inequality is holding Indonesia's back because when a woman are paid less, their families suffer, their communities suffer, and the economic suffer. Studies show that if we close the gender pay gap, Indonesia GDP could increase significantly, creating a stronger economic for all. Yet in 10 provinces, including Maluku, Papua, and West Sulawesi, gender inequality remains extreme, limiting opportunities for women to break out of poverty. Because we obviously cannot allow geography to determine a woman's future, because a woman's worth beyond a number and data. So let's set aside the number for a moment. Let's talk about dignity. A woman is not just a worker, she is the heart of a house, the pillar of the community, the architect of the next generation. And when you silence her, you silence the voice of those who come after her. And when you pay her less, you tell your daughter, your sister, your mother that their worth is negotiable. Imagine a girl show up watching her mother struggle, working just as hard as her father, but never being valued the same. And one day she entered the workforce only to find the same glass ceiling her mother once hit. This is not a fate, this is not a tradition, this is a cycle. And it is a cycle that must be broken. So why this must change now? Because we cannot build a strong Indonesia while half of our population is underpaid, underrepresented, and undervalued. Because gender equality is not a favor, it is a fundamental right. So what we need to do is we must demand equal pay for equal work because talent has no gender. And also we must push for more women in leadership because representation shapes the decision. And we also must challenge workplace discrimination because silence allows injustice to continue. So this is our call to action. This is what we need to do. We need to fight. We need to fight for gender equality that is not just about women. It is about fairness, it is about justice, and it is about Indonesia's future. So I will ask you, will you stand up for change? Because if you will, you need to speak up when you see injustice. You need to support policies that empower women, and we need to raise awareness about gender equality in your community. Because when we break barriers for women, we build a stronger, more prosperous Indonesia for all. Because the time for change is now. I'm Algi Maulana, and thank you very much.